Hello and welcome to Soothing Designs. Once again, I'm down at the gallery today. I'm actually processing two videos. So the previous video, you'll see that I've got the same clothes on and I'm in the same position and everything like that. But that's because I'm doing two videos at once. So for this video, I'm actually doing the dripping resin again, so placing it on a vase and allowing the resin to create its shape. Now for this piece I actually wanted to add more texture, so I've used some white stones. I didn't know how well these were going to stick to the resin and whether when tipping upside down, whether the weight of the stones would then pull it down further. So I'm actually really pleased with how this turned out. I've gone for more of a translucent look so that if we stick an LED in there, we'll get some light happening through here. And yeah, it's quite a simple and basic design. So if you followed some of my other videos, you'll see that I've done quite a few of these dripping resin things. So for these, I'm actually just experimenting with different texture elements in there. So the first one is obviously the stones. So without further ado, let's get into how I created this resin piece. So once again, I'm using a cellophane bag for this piece. I like using the bag because it produces nice glossy results. So I would highly recommend that you have a go with using cellophane, because it, like I say, it achieves really nice results. So for this, I've just started with a clear resin with just a hint of sparkle in there. So I'm using Artisue Sparkle White for the base colour, and then I'm just placing the stones around the edge, not worrying too much about actually getting them perfect in the resin, because the resin will still spread as it levels. So it will spread out a little bit, so you could actually put the stones further out if you wanted. So once the clear resin with the sparkles is poured, it's now time for some colour. And what I aim to do here is to have the colour running into the stones. So for the colour, I'm using Vase Expressions powder pigments, chocolate gold and desert sand. Now these pigments are available to buy on my website, and I shall put a link in the description box below. So to make sure these stones are well coated in resin, I'm pouring some more chocolate gold around the outside, but I'm allowing it to run down and flow outside of the stones, because this will create a really nice effect at the end. So I'm not blending it too much. I'm literally just letting it flow and do its own thing. So I'm not going to mix the outside edges or anything. I'm just going to let it sit as it is. Now I did decide, because it was spreading out a little bit further than I had anticipated, I decided to add a few more stones to the outside edge so that it didn't look odd when it was moulded into shape. Although it probably would have still looked okay, but I just felt it just needed some more stones. Now this has been left to cure for a few hours. It's now at the almost touchable stage. If you were to touch it, it actually leaves some fingerprints on the edge. So what I normally do is I normally just touch a stick that I've used to mix the resin, just to see how sticky it is. And so if it doesn't move but it just leaves a slight fingerprint, that's when I know it's ready to move, because you won't get too much running down of the item. And as you can see, I'm just draping them over a vase and just using just manipulating the plastic to get the look that I'm after. So this is just going to be left to cure overnight, and then tomorrow morning I'll remove the plastic, but I'll place it back on the vase just to make sure that it's fully cured over the next few days. I hope you enjoyed this video and it's given you inspiration for your own freeform resin sculptures. Also, if you'd like to see more of my resin ideas, then please check out my other videos and subscribe to my channel. If you're new to resin and don't know where to start, then take a look at my new ebook, The Essential Beginner's Guide to Resin Art Techniques. I shall leave a link in the description below. So, until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.